Just another video I've been meaning to make for the last few days, but I haven't gotten around to it. It's just a advantage, I guess, in a way that I was thinking of to converting to Judaism as opposed to staying a Noahide. Um, and it's especially for someone my age, it's way thinking in the future. It's not really, the most relevant thing right now, but it is going to be in the long run because converting to Judaism is a permanent thing, or not converting is a permanent thing, you know. So you got to think down the line, and basically most religious people, and I mean very like real religious people, not people who, yeah, I believe it, but I don't want to take an active role in my faith. Not those people, but people who really believe and think that God is important and an important part of their life. They tend to want to marry other people who think similarly, and they want because it's an issue of whether it be resurrection or eternal life or heaven, however you want to look at it. It's an issue of that, or even if you believe. I don't personally think I believe in hell, but if you do, then it's even more important. But because if you think you're right, you want your family to believe likewise because it's important. So, for instance, a devout Catholic, if he's a truly devout Catholic, will in all likelihood marry a Catholic and then raise their children as Catholic. And so basically, and obviously, if you convert to Judaism, it's a commandment to marry another Jew. If you're an Orthodox observant Jew, you're gonna marry a Jewish woman, and your children are gonna be Jewish. And not only it's a commandment to marry a Jew, but you're gonna want to marry another observant Jew, so that you can bring your children up in a observant household and have them grow up to be Orthodox Jews like you. And anyways. So there's a problem, I guess, if you don't convert and you decide to stay a Noahide, and that is the issue of getting married and having children. Noahides are very few in number. People who, I mean, technically Noahide refers to anyone in the world, since we're all technically descended from Noah. But on a so-called, I guess you could say, observant Noahide, who observes the Noahide laws, the 7 laws of Noah. They're far and few between. There's not a whole lot of us out there. And so the odds of us finding a woman, or if you're a woman, a man, that believes likewise to us, that values the Torah, even though you haven't converted to Judaism, but values the Torah and believes in it, the odds of finding someone else like that is not very likely. And if you do, I mean, there's not that many of them, and so if you do find one, the odds of you really loving that person is not very likely. And if you marry someone that doesn't believe in the Torah, then it's going to be hard to do. And then your children are going to have maybe a 1 in 3 shot, we'll say, of being an observant Noahide when they get older, because they always have a chance of just going their own. They have, say, a 1/3 chance of going their own way and believing, whether it be Christianity or atheism or anything else. They have, say, a 1/3 chance of doing their own thing. They have a 1/3 chance of following their mother in probably Christianity, probably liberal Christianity. That's what most Americans are, or maybe devout Christianity, or maybe atheism, or maybe agnosticism, or deism, or Islam, or anything else. And then they have a 1/3 chance of being an observant Noahide, like you, and obviously you want your children to be. You want your children to be monotheists. You want your children to believe in the Torah, and so you have to find a spouse that believes like you, and so you can raise your children like that, and that's just not likely to happen. Now, that's the advantage to converting, is really for the sake of finding someone that believes like you and raising your children in a Torah observant household. Basically, I think I'm gonna go through with the conversion. I mean, I'm planning on it. That's my hopes, but sometimes it's tough to think about, but that's another video. But for this video, I'm just saying, I personally think you should convert if you believe in the Torah, because well, that's another video. But anyways, this is just giving one example of an advantage to converting and a big disadvantage to staying a Noahide. So just let me know what you think.